It's a cruel game I play. A game with men in navy blue uniforms and shiny badges. I call the station every few days with a new tip. I saw a car, I tell them. A dark sedan, maybe a Toyota. Or was it a Ford? I change the details just enough. Enough to send them down another dead-end street. Enough to waste another week of their time. They think I'm a grieving husband, desperate and confused. They see the tears I let fall. They hear the tremor in my voice. They don't see the man underneath, pulling the strings. They don't understand that their success is my failure. Every lead they chase is a step closer to my own personal hell. The police want justice. But justice for my wife, Clara, means she disappears. It means she finds her peace, her final rest. I cannot let that happen. Not yet. So I feed them whispers of nonsense. I mention a suspicious man I saw near the park, a man who doesn't exist. I describe a fight I overheard, a fight that never happened. I am the architect of their confusion, building a maze with no exit. The newspapers call it a tragedy. A loving wife, a brilliant artist, stolen from the world too soon. They print her picture, her bright smile a constant, painful reminder. My friends bring me casseroles and offer their sympathies. They tell me I need to be strong. They don't know my strength is spent on deception. My strength is used to lie to the faces of everyone who wants to help. I nod and thank them, my heart a cold, heavy stone in my chest. I am not grieving the way they think I am clinging. This house is a tomb, silent and cold during the day. Her painting supplies sit untouched in her studio, the smell of turpentine still hanging in the air. Her favorite mug is still on the kitchen counter. I keep everything just as she left it, a perfect frozen moment. The police have been through every room, their sterile gloves touching her life, searching for answers. They took her things for evidence, but I have the most important piece of her right here. I have her ghost, and I will do anything, lie to anyone to keep her. The clock strikes midnight. The air in the bedroom grows cold, a familiar welcome chill. I watch the space beside me in the bed. It begins as a shimmer, a soft disturbance in the air, like heat rising from a summer road. Then, she takes form. Clara. She looks just as she did that night, wearing her favorite silk pajamas. Her face is pale, and her eyes are wide with a confusion that breaks my heart every single time. She doesn't have the wounds. She is just my Clara, lost and afraid, trapped between worlds. "What happened?" she whispers, her voice a faint echo in the quiet room. It is always her first question, the same question that has haunted our nights for the past 3 months. She doesn't remember the violence. She only remembers the fear, the sudden darkness. She looks at me, searching my face for the truth. She trusts me. She has always trusted me. And that trust is the knife I twist into my own gut every single night. I cannot give her the answer she needs, because the answer is the key that will unlock her from this world, and from me. I reach out, but my hand passes right through her shoulder. A cold shock runs up my arm. "You had a bad dream, my love," I say, my voice steady, practiced. "Just a nightmare." I force a gentle smile. I tell her about my day. I talk about the garden, about the book I'm reading. I talk about anything and everything except the one thing she wants to know. I distract her with memories of our trips to the coast, of the first time we met. I try to build a wall of happy moments around her, to protect her from the terrible truth. She listens, but the fear never truly leaves her eyes. She knows something is wrong. She can feel the wrongness of it all. "But I feel so cold," she says, wrapping her ethereal arms around herself. "And I'm so scared. I want to hold her. I want to promise her that everything will be okay. But that is the one promise I can't make. If she were okay, she would be gone." So I just sit with her in the darkness. Her sad, shimmering presence a beautiful and terrible gift. This is my secret life, my nightly ritual of love and lies. Detective Miller came by yesterday. He has a tired face and eyes that see too much. He sat on the edge of my sofa, the one Clara picked out, and refused the coffee I offered. He is all business. He says he is just checking in, but I know it's more than that. I am the husband. I am always the first suspect. He watches me too closely when he speaks. He notices how my hands tremble just a little. He thinks it's grief. I hope he thinks it's grief. I am an actor in the most important role of my life. "Your timeline for that night is a little inconsistent, Mr. Hayes," he said, his voice calm, almost casual. He opened his small notebook. "First you said you were at the store until 9. Then it was closer to 9:30. Small details I know, but they matter." I felt a prickle of sweat on my neck. I had been careless. My web of lies was starting to fray at the edges. I had to be better. I had to be smarter if I wanted to keep her. I am not a criminal, but I am learning how to think like one. I manufactured a story on the spot. I told him about the stress, the sleepless nights, the way my memory felt like a fog. "I can't think straight, detective," I said, letting my voice crack. "My whole world is gone." I looked at a picture of Clara on the mantelpiece, a framed photo from our wedding. I let a real tear fall, born not of my lie, but of my truth. My world is gone, or at least, the one I knew is. Miller just watched me, his expression unreadable. He did not offer sympathy. He simply made a note in his book. He asked about her friends, her work colleagues. "Did she have any enemies? Anyone who might have held a grudge?" he pressed. I gave him a few names, people Clara had minor disagreements with years ago, more false trails, more wasted time. It felt like walking on a tightrope over a canyon. One misstep, one wrong word, and it would all be over. As he left, he paused at the door. "We will find who did this, Mr. Hayes," he said, his gaze hard. "Justice will be served." I just nodded, the word justice tasting like poison in my mouth. Some nights I wonder if I am a monster. What kind of man denies his wife peace? What kind of love is this selfish, this desperate? The love I feel for Clara is a living thing, but it has grown twisted. It is a love that keeps her chained to her own tragedy. I see the sadness in her spectral eyes, and I know I am the cause of it. She is a bird with a broken wing, and I am the one holding the cage door shut. I tell myself it is because I can't bear to lose her again. The finality of her first death was unbearable. A second deliberate goodbye would destroy me. Every night is a performance. I must be the loving husband, the comforting presence. But inside I am screaming. I am at war with myself. The part of me that loves her wants her to be free from this nightly purgatory. It wants her to find the light she deserves, but the other part, the selfish, terrified part, cannot let go. That part chooses this haunting over an empty house. It chooses her sad, confused ghost over the crushing weight of true loneliness. This house is my prison as much as it is hers. The detective's visit has left me shaken. The walls are closing in. How long can I keep this up? How long can I misdirect the police before their suspicion turns into certainty? They will solve it eventually. They always do. Or I will make a mistake so obvious that even their manufactured confusion can't hide it. The thought fills me with a cold dread that is different from the chill of Clara's arrival. It is the fear of the inevitable end. The end of our stolen nights. The end of her. Tonight, the clock will strike midnight again. I will prepare myself. I will sit in the dark and wait for the air to grow cold. I will wait for her shimmer to appear. I will answer her whispered questions with my gentle lies. I will savor every precious, painful second. I know this cannot last forever. One day soon the sun will rise and she will not have been there. But until that day comes, I will hold on to my ghost. I will choose this beautiful, heartbreaking haunting for one more night.